Hi everyone, it's me Vivian. Welcome back to another episode of Sherry. So I wanted to, before I head to the gym, I wanted to talk about this topic and also making this video. I felt like there's something that I wanted to share, and also of course there's something that perhaps on the other side of the video you're actually finding out clues or solutions, but here am I sharing this to you. So I'm actually like having these experiences and also a continuous of course learning from the people you hang out with, the encounters that you hang out with, and then having that deep reflection. I realized that the form of detachment, which is the opposite of attachment, is something women should have. And regardless of if you're a man or a woman, but I think this video is to specifically shout out and also to talk with, to also communicate with the women around that, because I guess in societal terms there's a lot of expectations that women we have to kind of fulfill, like there's a lot of still in the society, I guess, regardless of being equal, I guess there's still societal terms that we kind of need to meet up to the expectations. And when it comes to relationships, when it comes to a guy finding a good partner, or just merely in relationships, we are still caught up sometimes in a expectation, like kind of expectation where what you should be good at, what you should be doing, and kind of having to serve that kind of mindset. I guess that it's not for everyone, but I'm saying that the law of detachment, which means that you being able to detach from things that no longer serves you, is really a important proof and an important thing to protect yourself. And secondly is that you actually don't need to care that much of a person when a person has stepped and crossed your boundary. You actually do not need to be nice to them anymore, like which means that sometimes we are obliged to kind of needing to be nice, play nice to that certain person. But actually when you feel like your boundary has been crossed, and your boundaries or certain things that you don't think it's aligned anymore, it's time for you to let go, and it's time for you to leave. Another a more macro kind of a mindset, it's that it's the understanding of when to detach. Yeah, because personally, of course, I have things that I love a lot. I used to have people that I really adore and I really love, but it's at the time where you understand that it's crucial and critical for you to detach from it, so that it no longer affects you so influentially. It doesn't mean that you don't care about this person anymore. It's more that you understand where you are and where you stand, and that the things will not affect you that much anymore. And I believe that this will work and I believe that this is a good mindset to have, because you understand that everyone has their own set of ways of doing stuff. There's a lot of ways, and also there's boundaries, there's different kind of things that it should be respected on a mutual basis, right? So when it comes to a mutual basis, the law and the form of detachment will actually help you in terms of improving this relationship, because you know where your boundaries are at, and this opposite person, he or she knows the boundary that he or she has. So when this is a mutual consent, when this is a mutual relationship that's built on, is actually healthier in the long run. Like it's, like I can understand where you are from, and to understand that what things trigger you, and then you kind of together you work and build it up together. And I think this mindset is pretty important, as you put yourself fully in, whether it's regardless of whether you think that it drains you or not. It's really hurtful in the long run. Yeah. And I don't know if this helps, but sometimes it's just a click, or you kind of need someone to remind you that you can detach from things, you can step away from things, like you can take a step back and you can always find redirections, rerouting. It's completely okay to do that, and I don't want to kind of buy in the idea where you kind of need to constantly meet societal terms. I'm talking about back to the original topic where we come from. There's expectations from people where like, what if I do this, what if I take a step back, what if all these what if, like, it's really unnecessary. And you really know that you are the only person that you know that what you need at a certain stage and a certain life stage, that you kind of need to reorg your boundaries, your things, and this is all it has to be done. And actually, after you have set your boundaries clear, it's easier for people to talk to you, to communicate with you, even more, that even easier to build relationships with you. This is what I found and I've learned. Don't be afraid to say your boundaries. Like, don't be afraid to voice out the things that you think that it does not work for you. Like, it's your right, and it's actually your also your own accountability. I say that you to raise in all these things so that the other person knows, like in that sense. Yeah. And I just inspire and also feel like there's a good feeling of a great improvement coming these months. I don't know, maybe this video that might hit you could share that kind of energy, or to share that kind of a mindset over. But I guess that coming to these months, I guess there's a good energy and a good sort of improvement I can see with my life and my just everything. Because I believe that life is not only about career. Like, sometimes you have these years that you're working very hardly, you're investing everything into your career, but sometimes it's on the flip side, there's other learnings that you kind of need to and have to catch up on. And personally, I think that that's the part of me where I'm balancing. I'm learning from the things that I'm not used to have, an environment that I won't use to choose. There's a lot of things that you kind of learn, and you kind of just grow in an unexpectedly fulfilling way. So I guess this is my state right now, and I hope that just sharing this video, it helps you. And see you in the next one. And also, if there's anything you want to discuss, you resonate, you can always comment, and I'll check the comments. See you.